Welcome, Legend from the Streets. You know, one of the saddest truths that is in plain sight is that there is a part of America, and this is not racial, it's just facts, that is more brainwashed than any other ethnic group, and that is the so-called Europeans, so-called whites, the children of the colonizers. They have drunk the juice of their forefathers. And they believe right now today, the ones that's having awakened, that this country is the best thing since sliced bread. That this country is the moral standard. And in all reality, when we check the facts and look at the records and examine the crimes that have been committed by America in the name of democracy, democracy, ladies and gentlemen, is nothing more than hypocrisy. Democracy is good. It's the operators of the democracy, the presidents, the Congress, the judiciary branch, just members, and those members that with the police and other, local governing factors. These people, from the very beginning, have been criminals, and they have been criminals to the point where, as though before they had so-called melanated people to express their disdain for other human beings, they used to beat their HE devil hockey sticks out of their own people. You know, they had the peasants class, and they would had them, barely surviving. Their children was diseased by the king and the queen and people in the courts. They was living lavishly. Now, just look at that. See, this is a part of the story that they don't want us to remember. Not us, but their own people. And the so-called whites are possibly the greatest weapon to help dismantle this system once they wake up and tell the truth. The system don't mean them no good. It don't mean us no good. It doesn't mean the world any good because it was built and created on fallacy, greed, lies, murder, rape, all the nefarious things that you can even think of and can't even imagine. This is what this country's foundations is made off of, created off of, the moral fibers of it. They'll give you partial of the story and be like, America is great. We did this and we did that and we helped these people and we did this. But all the time, when you examine the so-called world wars and Vietnam and Korea, America had agendas to go over there to colonize those people, take their resources, and that is thievery. Right now today, in 2025, or maybe that was early this year when the Venezuela situation took place, the Trump administration stole those people oil and pocketed the money, and the people haven't gotten any kickback. And that's the psychotic thing. The people don't get no kickback, and they still support the detriment of their well-being, and not just their well-being, but their children's well-being. Because this is not about this generation, it's about the generation to come. Trump and this current administration and the previous administration were setting precedents for the future. They're never in the present with their situation. That's why they don't really care about what's going on with the people that are the building blocks and the foundation of the whole empire. And they found out psychologically, once you beat them and you don't show any remorse or any, you don't backtrack, or you don't make any type of um repentance in a sense, or make a way to try to make things right, and you keep on dogging them, they get desensitized and they think it's correct. Only thing we gotta do is look at the situation with voting for the president. People nowadays, they expect the president to come in there lie because they have been desensitized to truth, and they have been programmed to accept a certain type of failure from the president or whoever ruling, the governors and everything. When you check the United States government and see what the people have done, that they have in place to govern the people. These are the greatest thieves on the planet. They done stole more money from the people than any other society. The taxpayers ain't no tax, no tax relief for real. The Social Security, they talking about that's running out. How can that even be plausible or even accepted by the conscious-minded people? Social Security been going on for over 100 years, and only thing people been doing is putting in. But who been taking out of it? The government. Why they been taking out of it? To finance wars. They don't realize or they don't care about the people in the retirement. We got people that done spend their whole lives serving this country and still can't get a decent burial. They served this country their whole lives, and if they live in certain areas, their houses and their cars and everything gonna be taken from them because that's the way this system is set up. It's set up to exploit and continue a cycle. Everything goes round and round and around and around. And then once you can't go round no more, you fly off the merry-go-round and you on the side, injured, hurt, sick, and they just keep on going. Keep on going. Gas prices keep on going up. People think the gas prices gonna go down. This stuff is systematically set up. It will go down to a certain price, and then they're gonna stagnate there, and then they're gonna go up again when they cause another um, situation where it's a crisis. They're doing this. They got the United States people from different ethnic groups, especially their own people, the so-called whites, are so intoxicated off the political juice. They the left, we the right. The left and the right got this country at $39 trillion of deficit. Y'all just need to think about that. Man, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna spit some more. And everybody don't have an appetite for this, and you can come on here and say I'm unpatriotic and all that. You know what I am? I'm gonna tell the truth. If the United States is doing good, I'm going to support them. But what I have seen from my studies and research, the behavior and the conduct of the criminals that operate the government and these programs and things of that nature, one man came in 2025 and dismantled so many programs that he said that he was going to help the people. He haven't helped the people. Who has to help? The billionaires, the millionaires, his friends. He doing favor for. He manipulating the stock market. But y'all don't see that because y'all drunk off that juice. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm over my time. But yeah, tell yourself the truth. And this is the only way to recovery. Love is potent, but you got to tell yourself. And that day, people going to worship the Most High in truth and in love. Oneness.